plan?
Regret my decisions not to buy a snowblower. Mostly. Yeah. Master of planning ahead. So we're just I'm gonna shovel the driveway every few hours so we don't have such a back-breaking task tomorrow. That's the plan. Easy 3 times rather than one impossible job because it might turn to rain overnight, so the least amount of snow possible there once it turns to rain is for the best. So that's what I'm doing.
Dominic is getting ready to go out and shovel the driveway. It is 3:30 on Friday night. And we have got a snowstorm coming that came up on the eastern part of the United States yesterday. And so now that it's reached us, we're going to get about 7 to 12 inches of snow. So.
It says, I don't know, what I saw was higher, but might turn to rain. We're right on the cusp, so we're either going to get the big dump or the medium dump with rain to follow. It's almost better to get the big dump of snow.
Look, more chance.
Thank you very much. Turn on the podcast and get to work.
Chickens are doing good. Good luck! Dominic is outside shoveling, so I'm going to get started on supper. I think it's like, it's a little hard to tell. I don't want to get my camera too wet, but it's there's a lot of snow coming down right now. And Dominic's out shoveling in it. Okay, I'm going back in. Bye. I realize that a shawarma marinade is not the most common thing to put on pork. For some reason I thought that I had ground goat. I know that I said earlier I had pork, and it's definitely pork because I cooked it yesterday. But then when I was like thinking about what I was going to make, I was like, oh yeah, the shawarma will be really good because it's really good with the goat. And then I was like, oh no, I have pork out, but I'm going with it anyway. So we're going to see how this shawarma goes with the pork. I'm sure it's going to be really delicious. It's coming in pretty heavy. There was no snow 3 hours ago. There's a lot of snow now, as you can see. By the heater.
La voila.
How was it?
Wet. And basically, you know, you finish the bottom and the top is ready to shovel again, so.
Welcome back to my extremely messy kitchen. I have got some pork and rice and potatoes and veggies with a white sauce, and it looks pretty tasty. I flavored it with just some different spices, some dill in the potatoes, a Lebanese spice mix on the veggies. The rice is oregano and olive oil, and the white sauce is yogurt and garlic and lime and salt. But it all looks pretty good, and we're gonna eat.
Call me Sisyphus.
What does Sisyphus mean?
Sisyphean task.
A Sisyphean task.
I did the whole driveway.
I can see.
It's real heavy. So I'm just going to take another skim here now. It's almost gone to rain.
Okay.
You can see it, but it feels really wet now.
Alright.
So I'm just going to do the top part again. I'm not going to do the driveway again, but I'll just do the top part again before I come in.
Okay.
Alright.
It's like 3 o'clock at night. He's been out there for an hour shoveling the driveway for the second time, hoping that it's going to turn to rain. Because we don't know how much snow we're going to get. But we need a better solution to this problem, I think. But we'll see you guys in the morning.
It's a good thing we did shovel last night.
Yeah. Dominic said the snow is hard as a rock now.
Some of the drifty stuff is soft though. Anyway, it's good that there's no way we would shovel. Well, I guess we would shovel it today, but it would not be much fun. We had to shovel the whole lot today.
I'm gonna run out and grab the eggs from the chickens because I'm gonna make breakfast. Ugh, but we don't have enough eggs. The chickens have really dropped in their production because of the winter, but I think because the brown layers are just, oh my gosh, there's so much snow. The brown layers are getting older, so they just don't lay as much as they age. They're not that old, but like they were laying a lot before. Hello? Got 3 eggs. Ladies are doing good. Their water is not frozen. Still got food. So everything's going well in here. It's pretty warm in here actually. So which is nice because the water didn't freeze. But they would like some corn. Ladies are fed. They got their snack. Woo. You can hear the wind. Ladies are fed, they got their snack. I'm gonna go back in the house and get started on breakfast. Dominic reinforced the ends of the greenhouse with pallets to keep predators away because there's been a coyote kind of sniffing around. So I'm gonna make sure that he can't get in. That's why the pallets are there. All right, I'm gonna leave him to shovel and I'm gonna go in the house and get started on breakfast. You may or may not be able to tell, but I am making pancakes. This morning we are gonna have scrambled eggs and pancakes and homemade bacon. Oh, I'm so excited. So this bacon is from our Berkshire Ossabal cross that we had this summer, and after Dean and Dominic butchered them, they cut them into some sides for bacon. I think we ended up getting about 40 pounds, and Dominic cold smoked one of these slabs of bacon a few weeks ago. I think that he salted it and cured it for about 6 days, and then he put it in the smoker at very, very low and took it out before it was fully cooked just to get that smoky flavor throughout it. These ones in particular are a little bit on the salty side, but I think that next time he'll be able to like not bring that down a notch and kind of perfect the recipe, but it's just a work in progress. But that being said, they're super, super tasty, and it's really nice to be able to enjoy your own bacon for breakfast. You got a mess, do you?
Do I smell bacon?
Mm-hmm. You have bacon on your mouth? Let's finish shoveling it again, but it is still snowing pretty heavily, so hopefully we don't have to shovel the driveway again today. And when I say we, I mean Dominic. But he's doing great. You need a solid amount of butter to make scrambled eggs.
Welcome, son.
All right. So breakfast is ready. Just poured some real maple syrup on the pancakes. We've got pancakes, scrambled eggs, and homemade bacon. And we're going to enjoy our, I guess, late morning breakfast. Anyway, we'll see you in a little bit. So this is winter. This is pretty much what our days look like. It snows and then it rains and then it snows and then it rains, and we talk about whether or not we're gonna get a snowblower or they're gonna do something else, and then we just kind of decide that we can make it one more snowstorm before making a decision, and we'll see what happens by the end of the year. We'll get it sorted out. It's not that we don't have the means to get a snowblower, because we do. We just haven't decided what we want to do yet. But that being said, it's a nice little winter wonderland out here now. We're gonna go in and say hello to the chickens again. Hi, ladies. It's cold outside. It's actually quite nice in here. We actually got 5 eggs today, which is great. We haven't had that many eggs in a long time, and I think it's because the days are getting a little bit longer. So super happy about that, and we have been enjoying those as usual. It is pretty cold out now. I think that the snow is, I don't know if we're gonna have so much like freeze and melt. I think we're into kind of the snowstorm season, so I think we'll get the bulk of our snow over the next few weeks, and then slowly it'll start to go. But I guess like this is kind of what winter looks like. Shoveling snow, and then when we can, Dominic is gonna chip some wood. He's gonna cut some trees, clear some land, and kind of just prepare for next year. And on top of that, we're gonna enjoy the fruits of our labor of last year and have a lot of delicious meals and enjoy all of the meat we have downstairs in the freezer. But that is it for today, and we'll see you again on Wednesday. And thanks for joining us. Take care, bye.